Okay folks, we are in the 2025 Mini Cooper S 4-door, and quite a nice 4-door I might add. This is in icy sunshine. This is in icy sunshine. I get the feeling I'm gonna have trouble saying this color for the foreseeable future. This is in icy sunshine blue, and it's quite a looker. Mini is now offering several different shades of blue, and this is one of them, and it's quite a pretty color. I mean, really pretty color. And it has the white mirror caps, the white roof, and also this Vesson cloth gray with blue trim interior. This looks like the satellite gray, and it's really nice. I love the stitching, the punch work in it, the little Mini logo right there, adjustable headrests as well, and it's a gray headliner, so very bright and airy in the interior of this car. Really, really nice. Dual cup holders, place for your phone. You have some storage right here, USB-C ports. And up here you have the switch panel with all the switches that you need for driving, including the shifter and starter. Glove box right there. Nice, easy to use vents. But given that it's a 4-door, you have an extra set of doors and room to get in and out. This is not bad back here. Now, of course, in the back, you have spots to charge your phone as well, more USB-C ports. Actually, decent amount of leg space, even if you have the seat slid back a little far. I'm 5'9", but this is not bad for even a short trip. You can fit 2 people relatively comfortably back here. You can fit 3 children back here. They do have a belt for that as well. You also have this nice sunroof overhead. And getting out is not as difficult as one might seem. The only reason I make it look difficult is because I'm holding a camera. Now, of course, you come to the back and you have a nice trunk area. And if you flip the seats forward, you have even more trunk space. Now, this is also a height adjustable load floor. So if we flip this up and bring it in, and there you have it. Now you have a perfectly flat load floor. You can load anything you want back here. And if I wanted to take this car and go shop at IKEA, I could do it, given the fact that IKEA is right down the street. So it makes it very easy for me. But this is very nice. And if you want to bring it back down to the normal load height, there you go. Now, some interesting little details here, aside from the new tail lights, is how they cut the hatch around them. So yes, they are a triangular shape, very different, very unusual for the Mini brand. But when you bring the hatch down, I like how this fits. It ties really well together. The cut lines are very nice. Now, this is the Cooper S version without the JCW appearance package. They do offer one with the JCW appearance package, and I will be reviewing one of those down the road. But this one, very clean lined, very elegant, nothing extra. You don't need anything extra. Center reverse light, there's a new thing right there. So the reverse light in the taillights is gone, and it's now one reverse light. I love that. I think that's amazing. Just the clean lines. And the cool thing I notice about the 4-doors, which is kind of why I like them, is the fact that this B-pillar being here means that when you look out, if you're a taller driver, when you look out to this side, you have nothing in your blind spot. So it makes seeing out the window a lot easier. On top of that, part of the other things I love about the new design on the interior, they made the levers on the seats much easier to operate, as you can see. They really changed things to make them better, and I really like that. The usability is improved, much improved. Now, US market, of course, gets the head-up display as standard, and that provides you with the information you need, but you also have this huge dinner plate here. And despite appearances, when I start the car, it provides me the information I need, and I don't actually have to take my eyes off the road. I thought I would if I didn't have the head-up display on, but really, you don't have to take your eyes off the road. It's right there. And then, of course, your driving modes, when you need them, are right here, which is pretty impressive as well. So down here with the switch panel, I've pointed this out before. This is your volume control right here, on, off. This is your experience mode, so you can switch between all the driving modes you want. Your start stop key is right here. And then of course your shifter is right here. You have reverse, neutral, drive, and low, and then your park button is right there. Then down here you have your other switches, including your defrosters and your hazards. But this thing provides all the information you really need, and of course your settings are right there should you wish to change them. Now on top of that, you get navigation, and a cool little feature with the navigation that I want to point out because I think it's neat is if you click on the cursor and hold it, it changes it to a little blue Mini. And if you hold it again, it puts a sunroof on it. That is so cool. I love this. I'm gonna put the Mini back. I'm gonna put the sunroof back. Okay, that's the way I like it. And then of course you got your climate controls right here, max AC, sync, and so forth. You have your radio controls right here. You have your navigation here and your phone, and then of course you go back to home and you're right back to the main screen. And then of course you got everything over here. I like for the climate control, they did that with the Union Jack. That's just really cool to me. I just really like that. Now some things that I haven't really pointed out in the previous videos are a lot of the changes to the car overall. They changed the mirror shape here. It's very different now. And I don't mind it because the oval shape just didn't seem to make any sense really anymore. I like the dash. This, people have talked about, is plastic. Yes, that is plastic, but this surface is actually very nice. And it's very easy to clean as well. Damp cloth will do it. But I see that they kept some of the circular shapes in the car. Now people think like all the circular shapes are gone. No, the circular shapes are still here. This is circular, this is oval. Well, oval is still a circular shape, so there you go. You got ovals here, you got ovals there, you got an oval there with the switches there, you got circles here, you got ovals for the Harman Kardon sound system, you got ovals for the airbag sensors, you got curves where you need them. And another thing that's different though is we don't have the sun visor here anymore. We got a grab handle, which for some people who might have a harder time getting in and out of the car, this is probably a welcome addition to the car. I imagine for older people, it would be a lot easier to get in and out with that. So that's a nice thing to have. Visors look very similar to the previous generation, so nothing's really changed there. Nice sunroof. I like the fabric on the seats. Very, very nice, very comfortable, very bright. It is very inviting in the interior of this car. I really like that. And of course, under the hood is a B48 engine with 201 horsepower and about 221 pound-feet of torque. So you got the B48, you got a nice engine here. You got a nice driving little car. Now, the other thing that I happen to love about the four doors, and I know what you're thinking, the Miniac loves the four doors, but hear me out. You see, people have complained about the proportions of the car over the years. And the thing about the four door is the fact that the front overhang and the rear overhang are roughly balanced. That means that this car, from an aesthetic standpoint, is actually really well proportioned, and I really like that. On top of that, I actually do like the clean lines. Now, my car is over there as an example for you, and you can see the scuttles. Yes, it has the scuttles, it has all that stuff. But clean lines are good for fuel economy, they're good for fuel efficiency, they're good for aesthetics. I feel like that we've gotten way too much into going over the top with our aesthetics, and that's what's so great about this car is the lines are simple. The details are simple. The interior is simple. It's simple, and yet that's considered a fashionable thing, to look simple, but at the same time be complex. It looks very simple for a premium car, but there is nothing simple about this car. This is a very complex vehicle, but the Mini can look very simple inside and still be a complex and premium vehicle. So you don't have to be over the top with the aesthetics of the car and the details to be a premium vehicle in this segment. On top of that, you get these very nice 17-inch wheels with 215 45/17 tires. You also get additional sensors like this one here and sensors in the windshield. You get the new LED headlights. It's a very modern vehicle, but at the same time, it still gives us the Mini aesthetics that we love about these cars. I really like it, especially in this blue. I think this blue is a really nice shade, and they have other shades of blue too, which is really exciting. So definitely one to consider. And if you're looking for one of these, definitely come out and test drive one or buy it. This is really nice. And the 7-speed dual clutch is really good in these cars too. I always will be a fan of manual transmission minis, but the 7-speed DCT I think is not bad for these little cars. And you never know, they may bring the manual back. But in the meantime, the Mini is here. It looks good, it looks clean, it looks tidy, and I'm a big fan of this one. And if you like what you see, check out more content on this channel at the end of this video. And thank you so much for watching.